Okay, so let's start with the head of the Onyx. And first thing we're going to do is going to start with the chain. So basically we turn this up here, right? Pass this over and pull this here, right? And we get this loop. We're going to insert the hook here, pull, get into crochet position, and we are going to do a chain of 6 as instructed. So here, 1, 2, and to follow these and to keep track of these stitches and everything, because you know we have a lot of rounds and I get easily distracted, as you can see. So I'm using this website jarmycrazy.com/onyx.html at this point, and this is giving me instructions. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to go to the head section and we are going to basically complete the step here. Now we're going to move to the next one. So this says first thing we need to do is a single crochet stitch in the second V. So we are going to start here. So this is a single one, pull over, and then we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches here. 1, 2, right, the last one here. And the pattern says after doing this we're going to do 3 more on the last stitch. So here in the same hole we're going to do 3 more single crochet stitches here using the same hole, right? And that's it. Then we need to turn over and we're going to start with the next hole here, and we are going to do 3 more single stitches here. So first one, second, and here comes the last one, right? And finally we are going to do an increment on the last part of the original chain, 1 and 2 on the same hole, the same stitch. So this is an increment, right? And basically to double check that everything looks good, we're going to count the V's here. So we're going to start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we should have 12. This one looks a bit messy. Let me see what's going on. Okay, now it looks good. So let's click on complete a step, and then we're going to move to the next one. So here we're going to have the second round. We're going to start with an increment. So let's locate the first one from the previous step, and we are going to do an increment. So this means 2 single crochet in the same hole. And to make it easier and to keep track of what we are doing, I'm going to put this marker, this clip here, right? And now we're going to do a second single crochet on the same stitch, right? And then we're going to do, according to the pattern, 3 single crochet stitches here. Then we're going to do an increment, so 2 on the same hole. And finally we are going to do a single crochet on the next one. Now we're going to repeat the same pattern. So let's start with the increment. And you don't have to, you know, crochet so tight. This is up to you. Probably there are some people that will crochet tighter than me, but anyway, whatever feels good for you, it's fine. Now we're going to do 3 more single crochet stitches here. By the way, you can also, you know, speed up this process if you don't want to listen to me going over the same pattern one more time. Okay, so I messed it up here, so let me just redo that one. And finally the last single crochet, then 1 increment, right? And finally we got a single crochet stitch here. And we are pretty much done. So we should have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yep. So let's click on complete the step here. And now we're going to do round 3. So round 3, and let's remove the marker. Let's do the first one. And let's put the marker one more time, so we're not going to get lost. And then we're going to do basically 50 more single stitches. So for each one of the previous ones on the previous round, we're going to do a single crochet stitch. Okay, just one more time. So you can go at your own pace, a bit slow to be honest. So if you finish earlier, you can basically just speed up the video if you want. If you're taking some more time or you want to basically grab a coffee or something, just pause the video and it doesn't really matter, right? The important thing here is to have fun. It is not a race, right? This is just playing something fun with crochet, and hopefully this is going to turn really amazing and we're going to enjoy the process. And you can, keep it or give this to someone who really likes Onyx, or even sell it. Anyways, let's continue here. And my yarn, it's on the floor, and probably you could find a better spot where it's easier to reach to it, right? But anyway, it doesn't really matter at this point. So last one from this round, right? And then remove the marker to the first one of the next round, right? And again, let's put the marker on. Let's do one more round. I'm going to hit complete as well on the page, so basically we can keep track of what we are doing. We can get back later, right? If we need to suspend the project for any reason, or you just get tired, right? Or you just need a break. So one more time. Oops, just an accident here. Let me put his hat on one more time. And let's continue here. Let's move on. We're almost finished with this round, right? And yeah, I need to find another place for my yarn. Anyway, next round, and just mark this one as completed on the website. This is the 5th round. Let me put the marker here one more time. Let me mark this as completed. Just 1 second. And then let's move to the next round. So this round is exactly the same one as previous ones. So just more single stitches around. Just a couple more. Oh, I messed it up. Something could happen, right? So just go with the flow. Just fix it and continue. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let me just get back here. Oops. One more time. Okay, let's continue. And again, the important part here is to have fun, right? Sometimes it doesn't turn to be perfect or as expected, right? But this is something different. This is fun to do, and hopefully you like Onyx. So the result is something that you're going to do with your own hands, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so we just finished with this round, right? Then we're going to move to the next round, so let's complete this step. Let's see what the next round looks like. And first thing we need to do is a single crochet stitch. So let's remove the marker. Let's do that one here. Okay, now we're going to do an increment. So first, a second on the same stitch. Then we need to do 2 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, right? Then we're going to have an increment. 1 and 2 on the same stitch, same hole. Then we're going to have 2 more single crochet stitches. 1 and 2. Right, now we're going to have an increment one more time. And finally, we're going to have a single crochet stitch here. So now let's start over one more time. Single crochet stitch. Increment. Two single crochet stitches. Now an increment. Now 2 single crochet stitches one more time. We're going to continue here. So we just did the first one, and now we're going to continue with the pattern. And first we're going to do an increment, right? So 2 on the same stitch, same hole. Then we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches on the next 2 holes. Then we're going to do an increment. Then 2 single crochet stitches one more time. Then an increment. Right? And now we are supposed to do 8 single crochet stitches to finish this round. So 1, hopefully everything will turn out to be okay. 2, 3, let's go with the next one. 4, 5 in a second. And if by any chance we mess up the pattern, I mean, we can basically just go back to the stitch marker, and this is the beginning of the round, so we can easily, you know, fix it, and we don't have to destroy the whole thing. 7th and 8th. So we're good now, and we're going to move on the page, the website, to complete the step, and then we're going to basically just keep going. Remove the marker. Let's create a new single crochet stitch here. Now we're going to do an increment. Right. Now, after the increment, we are going to do 2 single crochet stitches the next 2 rounds, the next 2 holes. Okay, 2. Now we're going to do an increment. Now we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches. Now we're going to do a new increment. Now 2 single crochet stitches. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to get lost. So that's why the marker it's really important here. Now we're going to do well, 1 increment, 2 on the same hole. And we're going to finish off this round with 8 single crochet stitches. So let's count it so we know we are good with the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more left. 5, 6, 7, right, and 8. So we're good. Let's complete this step on the app so we can keep track of it easily, right? And now we're going to do 5 single crochet stitches. So 1, I need to do this one more time, mess it up. The first stitch here. So that's the first one. We need to do 5. Oops. 3, 2 more, 1 more, 5. Now an increment. Now 4 single crochet stitches. First one. Okay, 2 more to go. Perfect. Now an increment. And finally, we are going to do 12 single crochet stitches. So, gonna do it here. Okay. Four at this point. Let's do 8 more. Okay, 4 missing, 4 left. Here. 1, 2, 3, and the last one here from this round. Okay, we're good to go. We round 9. So first one, so we don't get lost. We can recover just in case we mess up something. And we're going to just, crochet around. Single stitches, nothing fancy, just the general pattern. Right, nothing to worry about. You got this. So you can speed up the process, right? We are going to just basically do 4 more rounds around 9. This piece here. And what pretty much we are doing here is just adding volume, right? And just recall this is the top of the head. And because Onyx is built of rocks, we need to adjust the shape of the pieces that we are going to do. So that's why in the materials that we are suggesting for this one, we need something that we can fill out this. And I'm using cardboard, but you can use something else. And the main idea is that instead of having these rounded like crochet pieces, we are going to basically just try to make it a bit more, like a box. So oops, mess it up here just a bit. Let me just fix this here. Okay, done. Let's continue. Let's move on. Okay, so this is the round number 9. Now we are going to do round number 10. That is pretty much the same. So remove the marker. Let's create the first stitch of this round. Put the marker on one more time. And the marker is really useful. Not just in case we mess up, so we can easily come back to the beginning of the round, right? But also to keep track of what we are doing. I admire people that can really concentrate on this thing, but I get lost pretty easily, right? So this is helping me to know that I already finished the round and that I need to move to the next one. So this could be useful in multiple ways. And again, you can basically just skip this part and go to the next couple of rounds. This is the second. We need to do 2 more after this one that are going to pretty much look the same. So anyway. And you can also, if you want, right, tweak around this pattern. I mean, we're trying to follow the pattern and, you know, resemble Onyx, this Pokemon. But at the end of the day, freedom in this pattern, you can basically adjust it as you want, make any changes that you want that make it look better for what you're looking for, right? So as I mentioned before, I'm looking to make it look as kind of rocks, right? Like squares, imperfect squares or something like that. With crochet, you're going to have these to be like balls, so rounded objects. So, you know, it depends. It's up to you. If you want to give it this fluffy look, that's fine. If you want to be more sharp, you can use the cardboard or any other filling, right? The idea here is to have fun and that the product, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? It has to be perfect for you. And that's all that matters. So here we come. Finish this round. So 2 out of 4. Let's start the third round. Doing pretty much the same. So single stitches around the whole previous round. I hope I'm not missing anything. We are supposed to have 25 all the time. Let's continue here. We're almost finished with this round. Oops, one more time. Disasters happening here. Okay, we're done. And now this is the 11th So we're going to do the next one, and this is the last one with the same pattern. And just, you can complete this step on the webpage yarmecrazy.com, and that's pretty useful for keeping track, because we can come back later and we will know exactly where we are at. Sometimes I left the pattern abandoned for a couple days, and when I get back to it, yeah, it's not fun. I have to start counting these and try to understand where I was at, especially when you got multiple rounds repeating like this one here. So that will make it easier to keep track of everything that we are doing here. Let me continue here. Oops, I messed it up. So let's get back one stitch. That's it. Just need to make it over again and we'll be fine. Okay, we are almost done with this. Just a couple more. And we're done. So I'm gonna put this here. Here, we're going to decrement. So this means we're going to basically just put or pass the hook from the front loop or the next two stitches, not the whole one, but just the front loop, right? Like that. We're going to pull over, right? And then we're going to do this twist one more time. So in order to know where is the next one where we need to continue, right? We can basically just move this around, and as you can see, this is moving up to here, right? So basically we can continue here, and we are going to do 3 single crochet stitches the next couple of stitches. So 1, 2, and 3, right? Now we're going to do one more time decrement. So here and here, pull off here, and one more time, right? And after this one, we're going to do 6 single crochet stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 6 here. Now we're going to do the decrement one more time. So we're closing off this top part of the head of the onyx. Now we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, last one. Now we're going to do a new decrement. So again, pass this over the top or the outside loop only of the next 2 stitches, right? And finally, we are going to do 4 single stitches. So one more time, if you want to know where the next one is going to be, you can basically just move this around. You can see it's this one here. And 1, 2, 3, almost. And the last one. Perfect. Let's click on complete the step so we can move on to the next one. And the first one is a single crochet. So Let's remove the marker. Let's add the single crochet, right? Then decrement, right? Let's confirm. Yeah, it looks like it's here. Now 2 single crochet stitches. Here. And now we're going to do a decrement, but this time this is a special one for this pattern. So instead of the next 2, right, we are going to basically here take the next 3 stitches, right? So usually we're going to do the decrement by just using the next 2, right? This time we're going to use 3 instead. And let's pass this over the next 3 directly here and complete it, right? Let's move this one more time. We're going to do now 3 single crochet stitches. Okay, and one more time, same thing, decrement with an extra stitch here as part of the decrement. Let's pass this over. Okay, we're done. Now 2 single crochet stitches one more time. 1, right, and 2. And after that, we're going to do a new decrement. This is a regular one, so just 2. Oops, my bad. One more time, just 2. Right, and we finish off this round with all single crochet stitches, 3, right, and that's it. So if we look at the pattern right now, and we're going to continue to decrement, right, you can see that, we're going to fill this up, and we got this kind of the head. This is the top, right? So it should be something like this, flat on the bottom, and then we got this kind of the onyx nose, right? The head. Here we will have the eyes, right? And then we're going to have the bottom piece. So yeah, it looks like similar to what we're looking for. So at this point, we need to basically just fill the piece together, right? And in order to do that, what we are going to do here is I'm going to use some cardboard, and I'm going to basically just try to make it as flat as I can on the bottom, right? If I don't do that, well, we can probably, sewing this and crocheting a bit more, make it look like it's flat, right? But most of the times when you fill out these patterns, they will get fluffy, they will get like a ball, right? And for my onyx, I don't want that. But, this is up to you. So I'm going to use some cardboard, and I'm going to cut this in different pieces, right? To keep the consistency that I'm looking for. So I'll cut it out and I'll come back in a second. Okay, so this is the piece of cardboard that I cut. Basically, because this is supposed to be flat, right, I'm going to add this here. And as you can see here, now we got kind of a more realistic, I think, head. We can play with the cardboard for a second, right? Something like that. I don't know. This is what I like. You can do yours in a different way or using different materials. And now we're going to take this stuffing material, and we're going to start stuffing this the inside, right? And we're going to add some more. And in case you're looking for filling or stuffing, right, there are some that you can use, right, that you can buy, and those are more than fine. But if you're looking for a cheap option, um, you can basically buy one really cheap pillow. The ones that are pretty cheap, they come with this stuffing, and you can basically just cut the pillow and get the stuffing from the pillow to your friends that we are doing here, right? This is how it looks now. So again, we can play around with the cardboard and try to shape it as we want. So let's add a few carves there, right? Something like that. And when it looks like you want it to look, I think this is good for me. We're going to continue with the pattern. And the first thing we're going to do here is just single crochet the next round. So take the market off. And we're going to do now a decrement here. It's fine. Then another single crochet. Then another decrementing here. And also, if you wanted to use safety eyes for your Onyx, you can absolutely do that. So before filling this up, you can basically attach the safety eyes to the face. And I'm going to give it a look on how it looks. Maybe we can add those if it looks good enough. Right, so single crochet. And we're going to finish with the decrement here. And that's it. So this is how it looks now. And give me one. Okay, so last round, right? We are going to do 4 decrements. So let's remove this marker. Let's start here. 1 and 2. Pull off. One more time. Let's put the marker just to know where this is coming from. This is the first round, and just in case I mess it up, I do that more often than I would like to admit. And here we go. Second decrement. This is a pretty easy round to complete. We're basically just closing out this piece together. So you can see another decrement here. And another one here. And that's pretty much it. We just finished with this. So we are going to, oh, just need to finish off this. Pull this off, okay. And now we are going to basically just leave some tail, right? And I'm going to cut this. We usually leave about 3 rounds of length, but I'm going to test my luck here. Pass this over, right? Add this to this crocheting needle. Okay, and now we're going to basically pass over the top or the front stitch, the front of the V's. We should be doing 4, right? And when we are done, we're going to basically just insert this in the middle, pass it out on the other side of the piece, pull off, right? So you can see. And we're going to pretty much do the same thing here. Let's say that we want to flatten the head a bit more. We can basically just pass it on the top, right? And we are just adjusting this a bit. We're going to do this a bit more on the mouth. right? And we're going to basically just pull this one more time to the bottom. And we are supposed to sew this together with the bottom piece. So I'm going to, leave it closer to the bottom part. And that's pretty much it. We got our head ready, right? This is the top of the head. Now we're going to um, sew this together with the bottom piece, and we're going to have the head done. We need to do also the eyes. So we can use safety eyes, and that's completely fine. I mean, it's easier, right? But Onyx has the white eyes and a pupil. So I don't know. We can try this out, see how it goes. And if it doesn't go as expected, we can basically just, fix the piece later. But for now, it is good, right? We got the top of the head, and now we can move on to the next piece. Okay, I'll see you there.